Welcome back, everybody. We're going to have a first-time quadruple header going up tonight here. As I have missed so many days, we might as well start pumping videos out left, right, and center. In the bottom right-hand corner, it will be the man you've come to know and love, Firewalker, playing for Team Copper. He will be playing against vohrXIII. Not entirely sure what that stands for, but I do know it stands for something 13. And they're both saying, what race did you get? So I would have to assume that vohrXIII was a random player in this game here. Should be fairly interesting. And as far as I know, this will be one more of the fails of the Friday challenge here. I'll try to get at least 1 to 2 of the fails up each night, as well as a normal game. So we'll soon find out here. vohrXIII is telling him to scout. Look at the tips he's getting already. Both these guys are very good friends. vohrXIII thinks it's funny, so he must be having a very good night there. There we go with the pylon going down for Firewalker here. The same thing will be happening at the other end of the map. This is a very big map, so if this is one of the challenge fails, this will be a very tough map to do it on. But at the very same time, I have seen it done on this map where they did plant everything right up here and drop down the nexus with the photon overcharge, and it was a success. So it is possible. It is actually possible on every map, but of course there are some that will be easier on. There's the gateway going down. vohrXIII will do his scouting here. See, he's slowly getting across there with his little probe, worming his way across the map there. He is not doing anything other than chrono boosting. Still does not have gateway out there. He's saving up a little bit of money here. We'll take a look at the APM tab, as I have to imagine it is just massive. We are 21-220, so both these guys are very, very even. So this should be fairly good, as we do have 2 even players going here. He is elected to plant the proxy down first here in a half-decent location there. He's going to sit there for a little bit here, so must have some sort of plan of some early pressure, I would have to imagine here. Does have the idle probe there, who will be the one that will get to build that gateway there. Now at the other end here, Firewalker, I would have to imagine, is going to get the cybernetics core right away and then work his way into a mothership core and then pump his way across that map here. As this will have to be done early, otherwise you will be in very big trouble. It does look like vohrXIII is going to work his way up there, get his scouting off here. Might even have a chance to plant something in the back of Firewalker's base, as I'm not too sure Firewalker sees this yet. But he does know he's in the base now. He did walk a little bit too far there, so Firewalker hopefully seeing that, because it does look like he is trying to be sneaky here, and we might actually see a proxy get right in the base. And he's asking where he spawned, trying to get a little bit of help here, but at the same time, it doesn't even look like Firewalker is scouting anywhere, so we really want to help him to know that anyways. Does have that going down. Likes to sit with the idle probe there, as well as this probe sitting here. So it does look like Firewalker is a little bit oblivious to what is happening around him at this point in time. So he could get in big trouble if he really wanted. He could start a cannon rush or do something out of the ordinary there, as he realizes Firewalker has not spotted him as of yet. And no, he's just going to do a standard build. So he's going to get a Zealot out, go right into the cybernetics core. Firewalker, on the other hand, has his cyber core up now. So I would have to imagine that the mothership core will be shortly behind once he does get that gas pumped out. Does have enough gas now, so I would have to imagine mothership core will come out fairly quick here. At the other end here, he is basically just letting this guy build, sit, and do absolutely nothing. They're both using their chrono boost to the highest degree, as he only has 84 saved up there. Firewalker does have 35, so he is actually using his chrono boost here. Has the 1 Zealot out there. And yes, we are actually going to get something in the corner of the base here, as I'm not too sure if Firewalker sees any of this. No, he does not see anything. I would like to imagine he would have seen the probe come down here, but it is very sneaky. He did move in and out fairly quickly, so wouldn't it be the easiest thing in the world to see by no means here. So might be in for a surprise when he gets some warped in units happening very, very quickly here. There we go with the double gas going down as well here. Warp gate will follow that up, I'll have to imagine. We will start seeing a little bit of a surprise for Firewalker. Does have a Stalker / Zealot out there. And let's take a look at the units tab here. No mothership core, so maybe this isn't a fail on the challenge here. This might actually just be a normal game. There we go. We are getting 3 gateways coming out here. It does look like he is finally going to scout or look to expand. We will soon find out. He is going to scout and take 2 helpers with him. I'd imagine this guy's going to drop down a proxy, and Firewalker's going to look to put some pressure on. If he starts chrono boosting this out with his 100 chrono boost, he could really get something going with the warp gate technology, or he can sit there and wait on it, which will take about 2.5 minutes to build. Does look like he has elected to leave his army here, so apparently he did not do what I think he was going to do, but he's going to plant down the proxy anyways here. And his army will now slowly move out now that they have a third partner. They feel this is the time to put the pressure on here. Might actually get there in time. Find the chrono boost actually coming out here, so we might actually get warp gate with enough time there. Does have a fairly decent wall. I do believe everything is walled off. Might have a little room there, but I don't think there's enough for anybody to get by here. Does look like he's going to plant down a second proxy pylon here, which will give him lots of room, or a lot closer to the base anyway, so he can start warping in pretty heavy here. There's the mothership core at the one end here. The one guy has a mothership core. Firewalker apparently does not want a mothership core. Not entirely sure why. It's almost a given to get one here, but either way, to each their own. He is going to push his way across the map very slowly here, building proxy pylons wherever he can here. And does he actually have warp gate? Yes, he does. That is now taking in effect here, so we won a little bit of a 3-gate push. fairly decent build, and it might actually work out for him. He does have a lot of zealots here, but if he starts microing those stalkers here, then he might actually do half decent here. Warp Gate will finish up. Once Warp Gate finish up for vohrXIII, I believe that will be endgame for Firewalker. There we go, the cannon rush has started here. He does realize it's there, decides that the Mothership Core is the unit to stand there and be sacrificial. There goes the Mothership Core. That does end up going down for him here. He realized this, now he has to push. Is going to turn into a base race here, but he is looking to take down the pylons first. Very smart move. Warps in a few more units here. It is going to happen the other way as well here if he gets Warp Gate technology. Really needs to cancel these, otherwise he's going to be in very big trouble, but he could try and keep pushing with the cannons here, but at the same time he is focusing up here. Puts down the time warp. There we go. This is very big trouble for him. He really needs to start getting these into Warp Gate technology here. It does look like vohrXIII is going to be in very big trouble. Was trying to pull a little bit of cheese, and I don't think he's going to have it. Does have enough money to push out another cannon. There he goes. He is going to elect to do so. Stalker's going to get in there. I don't think it's going to be enough for vohrXIII, as he is really being pressured, as a lot of pros basically watching their base get massacred here. He's going to send him into attack. Apparently, if you end up watching, he puts you out to sacrifice as well here. They all go down here. We'll take out this last pylon that is powering the last of the buildings here. There goes everything. That should pretty much be the end of vohrXIII, barring that he can win with these cannons down here. I think that will be it. Is actually putting a gateway down. Apparently felt he had too much money and needed to spend something. Not too sure why he's putting the gateway down at the other end here, but either way, that gateway will more than likely fall here, and that will be the demise of vohrXIII here, as he does end up losing the rest of his production buildings down here. Once his gateway goes down, that will actually be endgame for him, and I don't believe he's going to get anything out of it in time, as he actually did end up losing his Warp Gate technology. So that should pretty much be it for vohrXIII. He's going to attack with the rest of his probes. Is not giving in that easily here, but I don't think that's going to be enough probes to take this out. Might actually get one stalker kill out of this. It will be very, very close. I would imagine GG should come very, very quickly here, as that should be the very end of the probe count. There we go. That should be the it. He does have the one probe still sitting in the back here. He could actually sit behind those cannons for a little bit. Would be a great big waste of everybody's time. So Firewalker does move in there. He's going to take out that last pylon, which will basically be the end of vohrXIII here. And there it goes right there. Was defeated. Did not leave the GG. My condolences to you, vohrXIII. My congrats to you, Firewalker. Just remember, when you mow the lawn, don't let the gas run out. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.